Wolves' Destiny. As lit Southtown is wrapped in a cloak of ominous silence. One after another, men in black suits collapse in an empty alley. Their final expression is fixed upon their faces, frozen in terror, as if staring into the eyes of some unspeakable monster. And above them, a lone figure stands sentinel amidst the carnage. Wolfgang Krauser. As still and as quiet as the night itself, he is unmoved by the slew of broken bodies that lie at his feet.
Is this truly the same Southtown? Pathetic. To think this once great city could grow so soft in my absence.
Mr. Khan! Damn it. If only Geese were still...
Perhaps that's the reason. Without you or I exercising a firm grip, Southtown has lost its old shape.
Forgive me, sir, but if I may ask, why choose to handle this yourself? Surely this is beneath you.
It's quite simple. After that old man passed away, the vacant throne he left behind was filled by fangless fools. And I believe that a throne belongs only to those deserving of it.
And so, this is a formal declaration of war against...
So it is. And phase 1 of the operation shall be to exterminate what vermin still hide in its darkest corners.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
Hey, Krauser! I thought you were dead!
I cannot be killed so easily.
What a monster!
Son!
Oh.
How disappointing!
Punish.
Let's go! Impressive. Save her! Not bad for the likes of you.
Krauser, wait!
Then, just past the dim streetlights, the sound of footsteps. From the shadows steps a man, issuing a silent challenge to the witness of his massacre.
You. That explains the smell. I thought there might be a wild animal nearby.
Ha! So you sniffed me out. Wolfgang Krauser, Emperor of the Underworld. Your reputation precedes you. I decided I'd take you up on that offer of yours. Huh. Looks like it's gonna be worth my while after all.
Quite sound judgment for a beast. Very well. Show me the ferocity only a mad dog can muster.
Oh, you can count on that. But it's gonna be on my terms.
Fine. I never had any expectation of collaring you. Go ahead and cause all the destruction you wish. Just don't get in my way.
Suits me just fine. Whether I'm in Southtown or hell itself, I'm happy as long as there's somebody around worth fighting.
As long as we walk together, boredom will be the least of your worries. However, if you do ever cross the line and find yourself in my way, the consequences will be swift and severe.
I'll stay out of your way, sure. But that goes for you, too. Try not to get caught in my path, either.
Don't make me laugh. You'll have to do better than that if you wish to goad me into your senseless games.
A challenge Krauser refuses. Gao smiles a wicked smile, and the beast of a man disappears back into the darkness of the night.
It's been 20 years already. The slums, a place for those left behind, left off the map. No rules, no promise of tomorrow. Power is all that's real. Abel and I once lived in such a world, surviving on scraps.
Coast is clear. Come on. All right. We're gonna be eating good today, Kyne.
Hey, keep it down. We have to be careful.
Yeah, I know.
We can take some home to share with Marie and the others. Wait, somebody's here.
Not these brats again!
Crap. Abel, this way!
You, stop!
No!
What gives you the right to steal from me, huh? Think you can just run off? Go ahead, try me!
Screw you!
Damn it! Knock it off!
Know your place, boy! And don't you dare come back! You hear?
Abu! Quit it! Stop it! Get your hands off him!
I see it in your eyes, stupid brat! Don't get cute with me, alright?
Hey, watch it with the attitude! Got a death wish, do ya?
Right now, Abu, everybody, not like this.
What the?
The hell? You trying to play the hero? Then take this, why don't you? You... Hey! Hey, calm down! Stop! Stop! No!
You...
Every day was earned. Weakness was not among our sins. You may struggle, drag yourself through the mud for your next meal, but you must be strong. If you cannot seize the future, you will fade into the past. I understood that all too well.
What's wrong, Kyne?
I was only reminiscing of when we walked along the razor's edge and lived to tell the tale.
We come from a different world, Kyne. All that ever mattered then was whether we had the will to fight, and the tenacity to keep fighting. But this world, it's almost unrecognizable. The times have grown soft, and so have the people living in them.
It's an absolute travesty. Without struggle, without danger, inevitably humans will begin to take their very lives for granted.
Well said. If the world was as you believe it ought to be, the average person might live with a little more intention.
Exactly. We'll create it together, a world where people can live the way they were meant to.
Indeed. I'll make sure of it. My strength is yours to wield.
Thank you, Abel. As long as you are at my side, I shall not falter. Funny. Lingering on old memories isn't typical of me.
Hard to believe it's already been 6 months since Grant passed away. Time flies.
That it does. It can be cruel in that way.
You know, Grant was more than just a mentor to me. Taught me his moves, sure, but also how to fight, survive, and above all, the value of my life. Things were going nowhere for me. I was empty, hollowed out. But the way he saw the world, it changed me. Living's the least I can do for him.
And because of him, the man who once tried to kill me now instead works to protect me.
That's right. Life's full of surprises. Maybe I'll never be as strong as Grant, but I'll be damned if I don't keep trying. That's what chasing a dream's all about, right? So your dream comes true.
Very well, old friend. The world you and I imagined will soon be here.
Second South today is a product of hard work and steady changes over many years. This district, once a mere fragment of Southtown, has now become a fully independent city-state, thanks to the efforts of one man in particular. Although the city is nominally presided over by a duly elected mayor, in actuality, it is the puppet master Kyne R. Heinlein who steers Second South from behind the scenes. Everything Second South has to offer its people: public transport, emergency services, education, politics, economy, is an untarnished reflection of the ideals of this one man.
The new bill that was introduced to the city legislature is currently being championed by the mayor. However, some of the bill's contents are reportedly at odds with the concerns of certain special interest groups, so it is not expected to move quickly. And there you have it.
I knew it. Them again. I knew opposition from within the government was a given from the start. However, they can't be allowed to go unchallenged forever.
Should I do some cleanup? For safety?
No, that won't be necessary. Just a little pressure should suffice. We'll target the source of their funding first. That should give them a wake-up call. In my ideal world, humans should be empowered to chase their desires, to fight for their own survival.
That said, it seems like more and more people are signing on to your side of things.
All I can do is make the people aware of their free will. I cannot make them use it. Those who do not will fade away. It's pointless to be weighed down by a dead paradigm. All will know that soon enough. Whether they rise to meet reality or are trampled under it, utopia approaches.
Yeah. Okay. Another thing. Wolfgang Krauser's on the move. Billy's men are already...
I know. Today is Marie's birthday. Rock is coming home.
Well, all the more reason to deal with Krauser sooner.
Too true. We should get some work done before the festivities. I've been rubbing shoulders with the rich and powerful so long, I'm sure I've gotten rusty. Up for a round, Vox?
Of course, boss. Always.
You're ready now, then? Perfect. Let's see how much your skills have improved.
Eager to show you. I'm sure you'll be satisfied.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
Show me what you're made of.
No tapping out early.
Schwarze Flamme! Schwarze Flamme!
Wide punch.
Schwarze Flamme!
Tell me what to crack.
Feuer! Schwarze Flamme! Schwarze Flamme! Schwarze Flamme! Schwarze Flamme! Schwarze Flamme!
Wait.
It's obvious what Grant saw in you.
You honor me, as always, Kyne.
That was a fine warm-up. Now, it's time to entertain the Emperor.
Roger that.
Oh, Rock. I'm so happy you came to visit, sweetheart.
I mean, yeah, Mom. It's your birthday. Anyway, I got you something.
Oh my goodness! Did you make this yourself? Oh, it looks scrumptious, darling.
Yeah, Kyne told me apple pie was your favorite. Figured it's not exactly a birthday cake, but it's close enough, you know? I hope you like it, Mom.
How nice. Thank you, darling. Knowing all that makes this even more special. I wonder how long it's been since we last had a meal together.
I don't even know. Feels like so much has changed.
Well, having you back again after all that time away is the best present I could have possibly hoped for.
Yeah. And after traveling around for so long, it feels good to know I have somewhere to come back to.
Oh, this is amazing. It's not overly sweet and it's perfectly fluffy. Even the world's best pastry chefs would be proud.
Knock it off, Mom.
What? I mean it. Hey, have you ever tried making this for Terry before?
Kind of. Not this fancy, though.
Well, anyway. How's traveling been going? Have you been having fun?
I have. Went down to the southern valleys, where the rivers glow blue at night. It's like the water is filled with thousands of stars. The food there was all so unique, too. There was this stew with seaweed and some meat I've never had before. Really good stuff. People always talk about sights and sounds, but what about tastes?
Well, sounds like you've been making the most of it.
And there was this one guy. He lived up in the mountains. Had this weird mask and outfit. But what I remember most is that he hit like a truck.
You really fought somebody that strong?
Yeah. Stuff like that can help me identify my weaknesses. And it's good for my head. Makes me think about what I want to protect.
I understand. It's wonderful to see how much you've grown, and in such a short time, too. With every adventure, we collect a new story, like putting a book on a shelf. You're practically filling out a library.
I could probably write a book myself someday. Kind. Take care of my sister for me.
Did something happen?
Looks like Kyne won't be able to make it today. It isn't like him to not explain himself. What's going on? But if he's missing out on Mom's birthday party, it must be important. I should see... but it's her.
Go ahead, Rock. I don't want you holding yourself back because of me.
Huh? How did you...
It was written all over your face. No use trying to hide it.
Sorry about this. And on your...
It's okay. Obviously, having you by my side is the most wonderful birthday present a mother could ask for. But what makes me happier is knowing that my son is the kind of man who doesn't hesitate to help.
Thanks, Mom. I'll be back soon.
Billy Khan rushes to the scene after receiving a call from a subordinate. The sight that awaits him is one of total and utter devastation. Loyal men under his command lie sprawled and scattered in every direction.
Must have been quite the performance. Oi, you all right? Damn, still breathing, but he's out cold. You haven't lost your touch, Krauser. Might even be a bit firmer than before.
Billy Khan. It's been some time. I was wondering when you'd show your face around here.
Yeah, can't say I missed your face much, Krauser. Hate to break it to you, but this is still Master Geese's city. So, with all due respect, beat it.
Oh, now we care about respect, do we? Stand down, dog. Your master is gone.
I don't take orders from you, mate.
Ah, there's another change. You used to roll over and obey every command you heard. Seems like now you're happy enough to stand guard over a dead man's territory.
That ain't the half of it. I just ain't too keen on letting someone like you muck up this place. You got that?
To think that Geese's ambition could have changed a mangy mutt like you this much.
Yeah, let's talk about change, Krauser. You've been gone a while. What brings you back to these parts?
Simple, Billy Khan. Ascension. I'm here to reclaim my rightful throne. Southtown is but one brief stop on my path to conquest.
Oh, it'll be brief, all right. And your last.
My bad. Didn't get in the way now, did I?
You. Gao, was it?
Hey there, Billy Kahn. Awful loyal pooch there, aren't you?
What are you and Krauser planning?
Oh. The action. After all, old Emperor's got a new groove. Gonna conquer Southtown and everything. That was good news to me. I mean, look at all the interesting faces here. This town is like a bomb just waiting to go off. I can't pass up a good fight, so I figured I'd jump into the mix.
You've got to be joking. You know what? You just made it to the top of my list.
He's all yours.
No problem. I was just thinking Didn't think I'd get a chance to throw down with a heavy hitter like you right off the bat. Hanging around Krauser's already paying off. Let's dance.
You or Krauser or whoever, I won't let you have your way with my town.
Get ready. How you like them fangs? You're pretty tough, ain't you, Billy? Should have expected as much from Geese's right-hand man, huh? Well, that was enough to work up an appetite. Now that I'm all raring to go, what do you say to another round? Ha! What's the matter? Getting sleepy, Billy?
Shut your trap. This isn't over yet. Bollocks. No. I can still...
Forget it. Looks like you're all out of bite, huh? Guess I gotta put you down!
He's too fast!
Stop right there.
You!
We're outmatched. Let's back off.
Damn it!
Ah!
Damn it! Lay off!
Oh, you still breathing? How about that?
Move it!
Ha! Look at him with his tail between his legs. Still, he wasn't half bad. Damn, Krauser. Looks like you found me one hell of a playground.
He let us go, huh? Bet he wants to play again later. Give me a break.
2 monsters gunning for us. Our lives just got a whole lot harder.
I had my hands full with Gao back there. Couldn't keep an eye on Krauser. Gave me the slip.
Easy there. This isn't a one-man job. Go ahead and patch yourself up. Kyne's already got Krauser in his sights.
Thought as much. Figured Kyne was involved as soon as I saw you. Well, you sure saved my ass today. I owe you one.
Don't mention it. The greater our numbers, the greater our options. Who knows? You might prove to be useful. Can you stand, or do you need me to carry you?
Easy. I'm not dead yet. Run along back to Kyne. I hate the idea of having to work with you people, but I hate the idea of Krauser 2.0 far more.
Got it. See you around.
See you around? Since when are we mates? This is pathetic. Seems like the war's just getting started, though. can't be slacking now.
I'm starving! That last fight was bite-sized! I need more! I'm so hungry, I can hardly stand it! More! 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 I can't take it! Gotta think of something. Alright, that's it. I know what I gotta do. It's the usual or bust! Hey, it's me again.
Ah, come in, come in.
One of the usual, please.
You got it. Coming right up. Thanks for waiting. One Chengdu-style red oil hot pot at our highest spice level, Hellfire. Only for the most daring of gourmets.
Ah, now this takes me back. Reminds me of those early days training in China. This was my go-to. There's no other way to do hot pot. It's gotta be bright red and steaming. And extra sauce for extra kick. Oh, baby! Now that hits the spot! Nothing beats it, I tell ya! Fighting, eating, doesn't matter! It ain't worth doing unless you work up a good sweat!
I hear there's been more trouble than usual around town lately.
Jeez, cops sure got their work cut out for 'em these days, huh? More trouble than usual? Huh, Krauser, you son of a gun. Already making waves. If I didn't know better, I'd say he was trying to impress me. Anyhow, I gotta get pumped up for the next fight, and fast. Nothing lights a fire in the belly like a good old-fashioned hot pot.
Pardon me, sir. Last night, the warehouse district was attacked. Our base was completely destroyed.
Oh? You don't say.
Well, we've learned that Billy Khan's operation was targeted last night too. It's likely the same perpetrator.
Billy's crew, huh? Whoever this is, they must have a death wish to screw with them too. Or maybe...
At first, we suspected a squabble within the Howard connection. But eyewitnesses have confirmed that Gao was at the scene.
Gao, huh? It doesn't do that mad bastard a lick of good to mess with us, or Billy. I bet money there's somebody else holding his leash.
We think you're right, sir. Unfortunately, it appears to be Wolfgang Krauser. Seems one of Billy Khan's men saw him and Gao working together.
Old Wolfgang. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long, long time. This does have his stink on it, now that you mention it.
But our understanding was that he disappeared years ago after losing to Terry Bogard.
Right. Vanished into thin air. Word on the street was that he even offed himself. Couldn't handle the fall from grace, they say.
So what now, sir? What's the first move?
They already made it. The next move is us teaching these people some manners. The old Emperor came all the way back from hell to see us after all. What kind of hosts would we be if we didn't give a man like that a proper Southtown welcome?
Pathetic.
Wolfgang Krauser. Good to see you.
Right. Mr. Big, is it?
Thought you were having a ball down there in the afterlife, but here you are, alive and kicking. Unless you're a ghost. Got some unfinished business, maybe.
You must think you're so clever. Why don't you come closer and test your theory? I'd be glad to show you how strong this heart of mine still beats.
Alive or not, you've come an awful long way. I suppose I should take that as a declaration of war.
War, you say? I'd like to think of it more as spring cleaning. This city will be mine soon. I can't have all this trash lying around.
Is that how you see me? Honestly, unhurt. You got some serious guts trying to muscle in on my turf. And if you're the man you once were, I bet you can take the heat. Now come on, prove you still got me.
As you wish. Let's see if your ridiculous posturing can withstand my resolve, tempered in the very depths of hell!
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
The Emperor's Majesty means jack squat.
I don't remember asking your opinion. I see. You're stronger than I anticipated.
Kind of brave. Delicious! Kind of brave.
Mr. Big wins.
Well, isn't that something? I didn't hold back at all, and you seem no worse for wear. No wonder everybody's been jumping at Shadows lately. It really is you. Krauser's back after all.
You're not half bad yourself. I'll admit, after all that bluster, I didn't expect you to walk the walk.
Hey, is that praise from the Emperor? What an honor.
Take it however you like.
Jeez, that was risky, and I'd prefer not to roll the dice a second time. Still, we'd be better off working with him than against him. Who knows? My operation might reach new heights if we can get the old Emperor working with us. It's well worth the gamble. Now, if I'm gonna keep up the fight with Kynar Heinlein and Billy Khan, then we're gonna need an ace up our sleeve. Enough chit-chat. Let's you and me get down to brass tacks. How would you feel about working together?
You're proposing an alliance? Why? What do you imagine I could stand to gain from such an arrangement?
I mean, listen, I get it. You think you can turn this whole world upside down all by yourself. And you know what? You're probably right. But here's the thing. There are some fights in this world not even you can win with brute force alone.
Is that right? Tell me more.
Take public opinion, for example. Can't just force people to think different. Ever since Second South gained independence, Kyne's been running the show. Government's right in its lap. And state-friendly media gets chummier by the day. You can take out a reporter, but not the whole press. The press is an idea, and if you're serious about ruling the city, you're gonna have to fight ideas.
Oh, is that right? And you think you're the kind of man who can help me do just that?
Matter of fact, I do. You just gotta know what an opportunity looks like. Hell, even the state has its own anti-Kyne types. I've had ties with him for a while now. With connections like that and the rest of my information network, manipulating public opinion in your favor would be a walk in the park.
So, let me see if I've got this right. I allow you to join me. In return, you would use your influence to reach into the corners of the city that my strength can't.
Hey, you sure are quick on the uptake. Guess I should expect as much from a ruler like you.
A tempting offer. But how do I know your influence is as influential as you say?
Ah, touché. But I know better than to lie to someone like you. You can decide later, after you see results. Hell, you don't even gotta pay me right now. You like what you see? Consider us partners of the long-term variety.
Very well. I agree to your proposal. Let's see if you're as good as you say you are.
You won't be disappointed. And just like that, I've got my ace in the hole. It ain't gonna be easy laundering this guy's reputation, though. Better get to work. First, I gotta find the right people in the government. The more self-interested schmucks, the more I can squeeze out of them. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's just see how long this tenuous peace in Second South lasts.
You're late, Terry.
Sorry.
Had some stuff to take care of, but I'm here now. So, what's the word? You hear any news about our old friend?
A little. An informant of mine tipped me off to some of Krauser's movements in the city. He's been making the rounds. Warehouse district to the north, docks to the east. And wherever he goes, there's a trail of blood not far behind him.
So he's dead serious about this, huh? Should have guessed. Krauser doesn't bluff.
And it doesn't stop there. Got some eyewitness reports as well, of him and Mr. Big's people together.
Mr. Big and Krauser? Regular odd couple.
I thought so too. Actually, I assumed it was a mistake at first, but we keep getting confirmation. For now, it looks like there's a very real possibility those two are cooperating, somehow.
Yeah, sounds like Mr. Big's just looking out for number one. Guy likes his territory. Bet he's angling to keep it. Doubt they're that buddy-buddy.
Impossible to say. All we have to go on are their current movements, and so far, they seem to be on the same page. But there's something else that's been bugging me. An informant overheard it during one of their conversations.
Yeah? I'm listening.
Krauser mentioned something about the Sacred Scrolls.
The Sacred Scrolls? But I watched them burn. I was right there.
I know. I've got some questions too. That's all we have to go on for now.
Well, if the scrolls are still around, and Krauser's trying to get his mitts on them, better act fast. Gonna have one hell of a fight on our hands.
I agree, but let's not be too hasty. We need to zoom out, get more information. Mary's already looking into it as we speak. Look, if you go knocking on doors, asking about Krauser, you might draw attention to her, and that'll make things worse.
All right, don't gotta tell me twice. I'm not some punk kid looking for a fight, you know. At least, not anymore. I'll try to keep a low profile.
We all appreciate our enemy not—
Yeah, when you put it that way. Fine.
Our first order of business should be to nail down where exactly—
No prob. Discretion's my middle name.
Security on these government networks is a lot tighter than I thought. At least this account got me into the archives without too much fuss. Now, let's see what Krauser's up to. Password protected, huh? Figures. Well, this shouldn't be too hard. And we're in! Still got it. What do we have here? A travel record. What's he doing abroad? Huh? Unauthorized. Oh, shit. They've got my location.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
Thanks for finding me. Guess you are just a waste of tax dollars.
Alright, stick your nose where it don't belong, and you'll get beat. Come on! Where's the reinforcements? Wait!
Can't say what yet, but someone's definitely hiding something big. Run-of-the-mill data wouldn't be half as well protected. The lengths some people in this government will go to. Gotta tread lightly.
It's not every day I get to hear from you directly. Is there something in particular I can help you with?
Kyne, I've got big news. Listen carefully. All current government records concerning Krauser have been expunged.
Records? On Krauser? That's intriguing, to put it mildly. But those things tend to be incomplete anyway. Not much cause for suspicion.
No, I think there's more to it than that. This was clearly intentional. I traced what revision history I could, and it looks like the erasing was done by a special department within the government itself. I think Krauser might have gotten himself wrapped up in something the top brass don't want us to know about.
And? What would you like me to do?
If you don't act now, you might not have the chance to later. Why else would the government work so hard to cover it up? If it's a big deal to them, I'm willing to bet it's a big deal to us.
Blue Mary, you are excellent at your job. But when you go digging up this much dirt, Don't be surprised if you wind up in a very deep hole.
Huh. Well, how about that? Sounds like you knew about this the whole time.
My position precludes me from getting too close to certain subjects. But, a word of advice. Sometimes the truth is better left in the dark.
Looks like something managed to slip through my net. But what could it be?
Damn. Thanks for all your help, Mary. So, sounds like good old Kyne knew everything from the get-go. Or he's even more involved than he lets on.
Exactly. Initially, my plan was to force Kyne's hand, hoping we could incentivize him to repel Krauser. But you know people like him, Terry. There's something in their eyes. Be careful. We might all be pawns in his game. It's not just about Krauser anymore. This is bigger than him. Bigger than all of us.
This is shaping up to be a real mess, that's for sure. What could Kyne possibly be up to?
Right now, your guess is as good as mine. I just hope Rock isn't involved.
Same. Have you two been in touch lately?
Nope. Haven't heard from him since he left town. But no news is good news, right? Yeah, times like these, it might be quicker just to ask. I'll hit up Kyne.
Terry Bogard. I was wondering when I was going to get this call from you.
I'm not looking to chat, Kyne. I want to know what you're up to.
Surely you've heard by now. Krauser. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah? Well, if you got questions, give me a call. I know what Krauser's been up to. Got a few leads on where he's operating out of. Even started establishing a pattern of behavior. And lucky you, I might be willing to part with some of that information.
Oh, really? What's the catch?
Just one thing. Rock. Keep him out of this.
All I've ever done is respect his wishes. That's all.
Yeah, well, he's too reckless. Like me. Gets into all kinds of trouble before he even notices. And I know you know that too. So if you try to use that to manipulate him, I will find you.
Touching speech, Terry. But I promise you, I have no intention of harming Rock.
You say that, but how can I trust you?
I suppose you can't, but I couldn't care less. You'll see for yourself soon enough. At that point, no one will have the right to stand in the way of the path that Rock chooses for himself. Naturally, that would include you.
He's not gonna make this easy for us, is he?
Kyne, I swear.
If you act rashly, you might end up getting in Rock's way. I know you hate hearing this, but you really need to think this through.
Obviously. But it's not like I could just sit back and do nothing.
Terry, look, I'm just as worried about him as you are. But right now, the best thing we can do for him is watch and wait. Kyne was right about one thing. If Rock makes a decision for himself, it's not our place to stop him. He's not a little kid anymore. But you know that better than anyone.
Yeah. You're right. You're always right.
All according to plan. Terry won't be able to just sit on his hands if Rock is in danger, though the current situation is precarious at best. Perhaps I should dispatch some men to ensure things remain stable. Rock must be left to his own devices long enough for him to play his part, but there is no need for any bloodshed. Terry Bogard. For once, you won't be taking center stage.
There, in the corner. And they seem to be talking about something.
So Bogard was being truthful after all.
That's him, huh?
This is not over.
Oh, goody. Gao and Mr. Big. This is a real murderer's row of, well, murderers.
It's totally packed here. If we're not careful, innocent people could get swept up.
You have your mother's heart, Rock. Something tells me our enemies don't share that quality.
Huh? What do you...
Hey, kid. Good to see you again. Miss me?
Ooh, you're quick. And yeah, if you say so.
How'd he get over here so fast?
He may fight. Ah, and I see he's invited some friends along.
Kine R. Heinlein, I presume.
Bah. And here I was hoping I'd be in for a quiet night for a change. Just my luck.
Well, well. How considerate of you to present yourself to me. Saves me the trouble of tracking you down.
None of us are looking to draw attention to ourselves, are we? We should take this elsewhere. That's better. No one will bother us here.
So, been taking that pup for a walk? Funny way for a man like you to spend his time.
My days are spent dealing with politicians. You could say I've become an expert at minding children. In the past, if a bill had the approval of the mayor, it would pass without issue. But recently, there has been an unusual level of gridlock. Could this be your doing?
Who? Me?
I'm well aware of your connections in the financial sector. Been making good use of them lately?
Ah, you're a sharp cookie, ain't you? Maybe I am, maybe I ain't. Real question is, what are you gonna do about it?
Enough of this nonsense. I cannot allow you to continue to undermine my work. That's why I've come here.
My, what an admirable man you are. I confess, I like you, Kine R. Heinlein.
You flatter me, truly.
But be realistic. Do you honestly believe that you are capable of stopping me?
The answer to that question will become clear in time.
Enough jabbering. We get to the fun part.
I'd like to take care of this myself.
Looks like playtime will have to wait. Though, watching the Emperor in action ain't the worst thing in the world.
You. And so, this is Geese Howard's progeny. I see. I thought you looked familiar.
Do what must be done.
Stop it! It's that voice again. What's happening to me?
What's the matter? Don't tell me you're afraid, are you?
Rock, are you all right?
The hell is this? I'm fine. It's nothing.
Is he not a liability?
Rock Howard. At long last we meet. I hear a great many people are interested in acquiring Geese's, that is, your late father's, legacy. How unfortunate that of all these squabbling fighters, none of them could comprehend its true value. Not even Geese himself. Then again...
True value? There are a few who can, huh? Let me guess. You just so happen to be one of them.
That is correct. First, I will claim the legacy for my own. Then, all of Southtown will be brought to heel, and my ascension will finally...
Sorry to break it to you, but you're a little late to the party. Those scrolls you're after, they're ashes.
How predictably naive. Do you truly believe that relics of such ancient and inscrutable power could simply disappear into smoke?
I hate to interrupt this family reunion, but unfortunately I don't have time to humor such pleasantries. Krauser, there's no place for you here. But if you still intend to claim my city... then you'll have to take it from me first.
Now, nope.
Final round. Get ready. Fight, SPG!
What gall you must have to interrupt me! What are you planning?
My plans are none of your concern. I can't afford to lose focus. You think it's over?
Perfect day! Krauser, win!
I'm not done yet.
Kyne! You okay?
Stay back, Fox. I swore an oath to my allies that I would not fall, and I will honor it.
Kyne.
Friendship. Is that what this is about? Oh, don't tell me such a mawkish concept underpins your ambition. No wonder your fighting leaves so much to be desired. For all your talk of a utopia where mankind rises to its true potential in a fight for survival, well, I thought you, of all people, would be made of stronger stuff. Embarrassing. To lean on another is to be unable to stand under your own power. You would be a sorry excuse for a ruler. Kyne R. Heinlein.
Abel. We are. I am.
Kyne! Come on! Don't give up! You can do it!
I tire of this farce. You fools have wasted enough of my time. Now, away with you! The Emperor of Darkness banishes you to a night without end!
Damn it! Not on my watch!
That's not happening!
Oh? I see. That power.
Kyne, You good?
I'm fine.
As I thought, all the pieces have finally fallen into place. However, I did not expect that you, a mere child, would be chosen as the vessel.
Chosen as a vessel? What are you talking about?
Would you look at that? It would seem like I'm not the only one who understands. But whether you know or not, the result will not change. The true power of the scrolls will ultimately belong to me. And you should count yourself lucky, boy. It is far more potent than you could ever possibly handle.
Rock, look out!
What's with this guy? Nobody's supposed to be this strong. Is he even human?
Your struggle is futile. Perhaps this will help you to understand.
This is bad.
Come on! God! This isn't worth it! What are you doing?
Let's just call it unfinished business.
Is that really all the power you can muster? You are full of disappointments. Only an imbecile would knowingly rush to his death as you have.
Damn. If this keeps up...
Guy, we gotta go. Think about your dream. Dying's not gonna help anything.
I know that.
Fox! Take him and go on ahead. I'll catch up with you soon.
Are you still trying to protect him?
Hey! Forget about them! You're dealing with me now! And I'm gonna be damn
I can admire your spirit, but I can't help but pity your comprehension. What is it that makes you believe that the two of you are on the same side in this struggle?
What the hell does that mean?
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. Run along then, child. Let's see how far your little legs can carry you.
Rock, over here!
On my way!
Hang on. We're letting them go? Sure, got orders not to get involved, remember?
Fascinating. There's no telling what that man has in mind. In any case, it's plain to see that he isn't ready to step off the stage anytime soon. Friendship. Is that what this is about? Oh, don't tell me such a mawkish concept underpins your ambition. To lean on another is to be unable to step...
Am I still not strong enough? At this rate, Abel.
If the world was as you believe it ought to be, the average person might live with a little more intention.
We'll create it together. A world where people can live the way they were meant to.
I'll make sure of it. My strength is yours to wield.
Not yet. This is all far from over. Our dream. I will make it a reality, even if I lose it all, or cease to be.
Kyne, you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
I'm sorry. All I wanted was to help. And look what happened to you. What the hell am I even doing here?
That's enough. I made my own choices. The responsibility for my actions begins and ends with me. No one else. Least of all you, Rock.
But...
feeling sorry for yourself doesn't accomplish anything. We need to stay focused on the next step. That's all we can do. Rock, I appreciate everything you've done.
Kyne. Hey, I've been thinking about what Krauser mentioned, like, a vessel? Kyne, what does he know about me that I don't?
Are you frightened?
Yeah, I guess I am. 6 months ago, after I won the tournament, I had this strange feeling. So when he said vessel... But... I'm just sick of feeling like... Kyne. When Krauser was talking.
Very well. Let's talk. About just what it is that... Following Krauser's defeat way back when, he vanished. The most common explanation was that he had taken his own life in shame. However, a few years ago, word reached me that the Emperor was alive after all. My men were investigating the sacred scrolls, and as it happens, so was Krauser. At first, I assumed this was a case of mistaken identity, until I realized that only Krauser would have cause to seek the scrolls. I thought it wise to instruct some of my men to keep a close eye on him. Doing so, it wasn't long before we discovered what it was that fueled his obsession.
Obsession?
An obsession with the mystery surrounding them, to be precise. Krauser was searching for what he suspected to be a hidden truth behind their power. During the course of our investigation, this truth...
What do you mean, truth? Does this have anything to do with how they burst into flames that one time?
Oh, Rock. If only it were that simple. No. The mystery stretches deeper than that. Much deeper. The sacred scrolls were not simply martial arts texts or manuals. Upon them are written the forbidden words of a Chinese warrior and mystic from ages past, Jin Oryu.
Jin Oryu?
Thousands of years ago, the first emperor of China sought eternal life. His vassals turned to alchemy, spiritualism, anything to grant their regent's wish. Until one day, one of his retainers, Jin Oryu, compiled a text. It appeared to be a rumination on martial arts and politics. However...
That was all a charade.
Exactly. It served a darker purpose. After many years of meditation, Oryu realized that true eternal life was an impossibility. So instead, his plan became to designate a new vessel with which to contain the Emperor's power.
A chosen vessel?
Such that when the body inevitably perishes, the soul remains in search of safe harbor, so that someday it, and the first Emperor himself, may be born anew. The sacred scrolls were the key to finding this new vessel, this chosen one, for his second coming.
Sounds like a fairy tale.
That it does. And yet, it is all very real, not least for you. Millennia have passed, and the sacred scrolls have finally found their chosen vessel. You, Rock.
Why me?
The moment the scrolls poured their power into you, they burned away on their own. This is evidence that a selection had been made.
Wait, so when they burned up back then, you knew that meant I had been chosen to become this vessel? Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
So why? I gotta say, I always thought that, deep down, other people made you out to be. But maybe they were right. You knew the whole time, but you didn't say a word. What?
The true power of the scrolls is bigger than both of us, Rock. There isn't a doubt in my mind that it will easily surpass even the strength of Geese.
So this is all about power, huh? What is it that makes you think you're any different than Krauser?
I'm not going to make excuses, but I promise, I will not let your pain and confusion be for nothing.
Oh, I feel better already!
Would you please just listen, Rock? I would appreciate an opportunity to explain. If you could find it in yourself to hear me out, to understand why I believe what I believe, I am confident you and I can continue to walk the same path. As I'm sure you're aware, there are slums all across this world. Places of extreme poverty, ubiquitous suffering, far worse than Southtown. There is no social fabric. Food goes only to those brave enough to steal it. If you want something, you must always fight for it. To survive, you needed power. The power to take from another. But I believed all of that could change, if I could only escape those accursed slums. But I didn't know how wrong I was. Whether it's Southtown as a whole or the pit I grew up in, it's the same everywhere. No matter where in this world you find yourself, the strong always prey on the weak. Over time, I came to realize, to be human is to aspire, to dream, to fight for the world you want to see. Those who are content with this world's status quo are content with a perversion of humanity.
So, in your ideal world, the only way to live, the most human way, is to always be fighting for what you believe in. Is that...
Yes. To deny your desires is to surrender yourself. Is that so hard to understand? I seek to rewrite unwritten rules, to call into question a flawed social order. Second South's independence is only the first step. With it as my launching point, I will break the chains of apathy that bind the people of this world.
Right, I follow. And that's where I come in, huh?
I hope this has given you some perspective, Rock. After all, don't you think the world I'm fighting for resembles Southtown when it was ruled by your father?
How so?
The weak will be forced to discover their own strength or perish. They will turn their desire into power and climb the ladder with their own hands. A world steered by the strongest wills. This has been my dream, and I need your help to make it a reality, Rock. You may not have chosen to be the vessel, but you can still choose this. The free will within you is why I've decided to keep you close, and to protect you at all costs, even if it means putting my own life on the line.
Do you really mean that?
Yes, I give you my word. As long as I live, I will see to it that no harm befalls you.
Let me guess. You didn't tell Mom about this?
No, I did not.
Yeah. I think that I'm just now realizing the way Kyne thinks. He's a lot like my father. And the more I hear him talk, the less I like this whole plan. Like, maybe survival of the fittest made sense once upon a time. But do we really have to struggle forever? The Emperor's chosen vessel. But Kyne did protect me. He risked his own life to save mine. That's gotta count for something, right? And I'm positive it wasn't part of some long con. He meant it. If it wasn't for him, I might not still be alive now. There's way too much stuff being shoved in. What do? Where the hell do I go from here?
Forgive me. Obviously, I don't expect an answer right away. Please.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to...
This is not...
It's that voice! Not again! Not now!
Will guide you. Do what must be done.
Rock! Both his mind and body are totally unstable. Could this be the power of the sacred scroll?
Kyne, what's wrong? Shit. Looks like things are getting hairy. Stand aside. I'll knock some sense into him.
No, it's my responsibility.
Forget it. Look at yours. And have you done? Rest up, Kyne.
I don't...
Man, what a handful you are. I can't go easy on you, Rock.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
Gonna have to hurt you
SPG,
now.
where you at?
Nothing personal.
Counter hit.
That voice won't stop!
SPG. I'll break you. Now I have to.
What must be done?
Why? Honey, here stands. Oh! Out of my way! Fox wins!
And after a life lived so valiantly, what is it you leave behind? A skyscraper for a headstone. I wonder, Geese, wherever your spirit dwells now, do you still watch over this city? Despite its glittering facade, one doesn't have to dig deep to uncover this place's true nature. The avarice of the corrupt, the entitlement of the weak. South Town is rotten to its very core. And while it pains me to admit it, I was once not so different from the people who call it home. Sleepwalking through my own life, I was stripped of my pride, strayed from the path, and was ultimately broken by the indignity of defeat. Terry Bogard. To think a man so frivolous, so naive, would be the one to teach me the lesson I learned that day. To ascend to the highest throne is a test of one's pride, a test of one's conviction, and above all, a test of one's willpower. In
A few years earlier, in a certain restricted area,
ancient barrier seals, murals, inscriptions, glyphs. How could ruins of such historic import have gone undisturbed for so many years? And what mysteries have remained buried here? Are these depictions of martial arts? No, that's not it. The human body doesn't move like that. It's unnatural. The one who carries the flame shall be marked by fire as a chosen vessel. I'm beginning to see the sacred scrolls. Jean Or... How long ago that feels now. It's as though an eternity has passed. Still, I wonder, why bother leading me to that ancient place? The secret of the scrolls. They must have a... No matter. I've spent more than enough time in the past. I have buried my regrets. Could all of it have been destiny? My defeat, the long years in exile, my renouncement of House Stroheim. Despite fate's strange machinations, everything has led me here, to this moment. Rock Howard. He who has been chosen by the sacred scrolls to be the Emperor's vessel. Though he remains asleep to his full potential, what power he has awakened to is promising. But alas, without ambition, without a strong will, he is nothing more than a tool to be used by others. Only those with strength and conviction in equal measure may rule this city. And the day has finally come. The throne of Southtown will soon belong to me! The night will soon be over, and before day breaks, I shall...
Krauser should be inside the building. That is, assuming That being said, we're pretty sure he leaked the tip himself.
Ambush or not, it doesn't change anything. Walk... Billy Khan.
You sure you're good? I'm not gonna babysit dead weight.
Don't worry about besides. I'll be damned if I'm gonna let Krauser have his run of the place.
I can see how determined you are. Just know that I cannot guarantee your survival.
Obviously. I'm just tagging along. That's my call, so don't go sticking your neck out for me.
Well, suit yourself. Shall we?
Indeed. I'm eager to say thanks for earlier.
Sheesh. A lot of good hiding spots for rats.
It's too quiet in here. Bet they've got a surprise for us.
Ah, right on schedule.
Ha! Finally! I was getting sick of waiting. My turn to play. These joints have been getting stiff. Care to help me limber up? Anyone?
I'm done talking. Let's get started. Anyone game?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Stand back. I'll make short work of them.
Now you've got more important things to deal with.
Leave it to me. Got a score to settle with the King of the Jungle.
When I fell to Krauser, I began to doubt. Had I truly held fast to my beliefs all this time? Or had I lost the path somewhere along the way? If you could see me now, would you be proud or ashamed?
Kyne, you know what it is you've got to do. And remember what I said. If he can't be here to make your dream a reality, then I'll do it for him.
Vox.
Don't hesitate. Keep your eyes fixed forward and stay the course. I'll be right behind you till the bitter end.
Thank you, Vox. I'll leave you to your mission. And Billy, you're a good man.
Oh, come off it. Just get going.
The more determined the fighter, the finer the meal they make.
Believe me, you'll get your fill and then some.
We're gonna settle this once and for all.
Sorry, end of the line for the both of you. I'm sure you'll understand.
Oh, please. Don't be so dramatic.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
Try not to disappoint Kyne, okay?
You don't have to worry about that.
Got you. Try it. PG. Burn to ash. Burn to ash.
This isn't over yet. Getting warm. Say
try it. Burn to ash. Mr. Big, wait!
That the best you can do? Sheesh, what a letdown.
Small timers.
If they'd only had a little more bite to them, that could have been fun.
Like a wild dog. Either way, I think it's about time we get going. Krauser should have the situation all wrapped up by now.
Yeah. I wonder if any...
What? So you can rip even more?
Meanwhile, around that time, the vast hall is shrouded in silence, as grand as it is lifeless. All that disturbs the sound of Kain's footsteps. They echo as he moves forward, practiced and resolute, like an actor taking a familiar place before a rapt audience. But he is far from alone. Having taken center stage, a lone figure stands with his back turned. Wolfgang Krauser. Krauser looms like a statue in the shadows, dark and imposing.
Quite brave of you to come all by yourself, especially considering your previous defeat. Do you need to be taught the same lesson a second time, then?
No, the lesson was learned. Turns out my will was weak.
I can see it in your eyes. They burn with a resolve they lacked before. But it matters not. Weakness is weakness. The result will not change.
There's nothing inherently wrong with being weak. What I cannot accept is being content with weakness. Before, I had no doubt that I would prevail, that my strength would ultimately carry the day. It wasn't until you defeated me that I began to question who I've been, what it is I want, and what I must do. I climbed the ladder with my own 2 hands. My ambition is to weave this ideal into the fabric of society. This is the future I envision for Second South. And I've failed to count my good fortune. I have found allies who trust in me, who have fought for my dream. What kind of man would I be if I lacked the will to match their loyalty? And I made a promise to a dear friend long ago that I would crush anyone who stood between me and the world we imagined.
Pretentious drivel. I will hear no more. Promises, dreams. This is the vocabulary of the weak.
Quite the contrary. My principles are the source of my power.
I see. By all means, then. Show me what your principles can do.
That watch. It all makes sense now. I've seen it before. Long, long ago. It was that day. In the slums I once called home. A pocket watch that shimmered with the light of the sun. I'd never forget it.
The slums, you say? Ah, that does ring a bell. It was many years ago. An unsightly and filthy place, and an equally unsightly commotion. I was merely passing through that day when I came upon it. It was there in the alleyway. I found a grown man raising his hand against 2 children. Not too terribly uncommon. In those dark corners of the world, the weak are devoured by the strong. That is the natural order. You can weep and scream, but no one will come. Age matters not in a place like that. But those children, they were far from ordinary gutter snipes. They had the bodies of children, of course. The same stature, the same tenuous grip on mortality. But it was their eyes. Eyes that burned with the vigor of 100 lives. The odds were clearly against them, but these young creatures seemed to be incapable of surrender. Backs against the wall, they fought like wild animals, bearing fangs, kill or be killed. Before my mind could register what my body was doing, I had intervened in their squabble. It was a trivial thing, like plucking flies from the web of a hungry spider. It was not pity or justice that moved me. It was their eyes, that burning resolve. Within them, I witnessed a primordial force, a power that would rise against the universe itself rather than know its place. And perhaps, in those eyes I witnessed my own reflection. Once I was bound, not by poverty, but its opposite, the legacy of House Stroheim. As I struggled within Destiny's cage, all I saw for myself was the pursuit of greater power.
You were the man with the watch that day, weren't you, Krauser?
That I was. And you were one of those children. To think that one of those wild animals would stand against me today. And with those same unmistakable eyes, no less.
What happened that day has been burned into my memory. Your power back then was our salvation. That truth has resonated within me ever since. So much so that it has formed the core of my philosophy.
My power was your salvation? It's obvious to hear you say it now, but I never thought of it that way.
That said, this situation is different. All these years later, the same strength that shielded me that day now takes the shape of a wall, an obstacle to be overcome. My own strength will be tempered by this trial, and so, in a way, you aid my rise yet again.
Do I now? You haven't changed one bit. No matter how broken your body, that determination remains fixed upon your face. Eyes still crackling with indomitable will, like a feral beast, ready to rip and tear. But I suspect we've both grown weary of all this reminiscing. If you're truly ready to break this wall down, then there is nothing left for us to say.
I agree. It's time we get started. Shall we?
Final round. Get ready. Fight!
Show me that iron will of yours, boy!
One last struggle.
Blitzball! Blitzball! Blitzball!
You're strong, but my ambitions are not so easily broken. Not quite.
Wait!
I'm not done yet.
I must commend your spirit, but even you must know that
this city needs me. Someday
In you, I saw the shadow of my former self. And so, for a brief moment, a part of me began to hope for your success. Nevertheless, you truly fought as well as you could have. Your strength is commendable, and your will unquestionable. That I can acknowledge. But in the end, they were not enough. It takes conviction to change the world. But without strength to match, one cannot hope to smother the spread of chaos. If such power is beyond you, then your dreams are forever doomed to remain dreams. Still ticking, I see. Once more, I witnessed the piercing gaze of the wild beast from back then. One that will die before it ever knows surrender. Sleep well, Kyne R. Heinlein. Cast that stare into the abyss. For on this day, here and now, the reign of the Emperor begins anew. Took long enough.
Some people just don't know how to stay down.
Delicious! As a matter of fact, I could go for seconds.
Proud of yourself, are you? Save it for another time. I'm in no mood.
Whatever.
Kyne, guess we finally found out how strong you really were.
You would have it no other way.
Anyway, I say we do a little housekeeping. The financial bigwigs have been meeting with all the anti-Kyne voices in the government. They're all under our thumb now. Public opinion is also squarely in your favor. So with Kyne out of the picture, what comes next is obvious. A new lead and suppose I should say, the old Emperor returns.
I do like this.
The night is done. At last, dawn is here. The once grand opera house, now a crumbled vestige of the fierce battle fought, is slowly drenched in sunlight. And as each faint but stubborn sliver of morning penetrates the rubble, the beginning of a new age is marked. A power that once reigned supreme is now set to return to its rightful place upon the throne. But this is the genesis of a new empire. Months later,
all obstacles have been eliminated from my path. All that remains to be dealt with is Rock Howard. I hope you've prepared well, boy.
Hey, Krauser! You look like you got somewhere to be!
You again? You're persistent, aren't you?
Huh. Persistent? I've been downright patient.
I suppose there's some truth to that. But rest assured, Mad Dog, I'm not the kind of man to go back on my word. Let's finally settle this.
Right, finally! I've been dying to experience your truth.
Your wish is coming true. Let's see if those fangs of yours can pierce the armor of an Emperor!